Thanks, babe. Hubby is leaving the building right now. Can you, oh, should I lock the door? Okay. Hey, y'all. What's up? We live. Now, let me just make sure that I can see everything. This is my first time actually going live on YouTube in like a long time. And also, everything looks different. There are 2 viewers. Can you hear me? Is the question. Go ahead and type in the chat if you can hear me. I'm going to actually be posting this video. I'm not going to be editing, so I kind of just want to like get into it, but I need to know that you guys. Okay, Lene, hello. Tiffany, yes. Miss CJ NKE. Ooh, hey, Vicky. She's a part of the Coily Crew, y'all. So excited. Who else? Oh my gosh, you guys are here. I'm so excited. Yay! So, you may notice that things are looking kind of clear. Okay, I'm trying to bring quality in everything that I do. So Bay was just in here helping me out because for some reason Chrome was just not doing what it did. It wasn't giving. It just wasn't giving. Okay, so this hopefully, if we can keep the tech right, is going to be the quality that we give inside the memberships as well. I will get to that. Hi, Candace. Hi, the whoever. Hi, who knew. Hey, I love you guys' names. It's so funny. All right, so today, I even took a screenshot, y'all. Today, we're going to be talking about why I've been gone, because I've been gone, and it hasn't been too long. It hasn't been like a year or anything, but I have been gone. Why I've been gone. We're going to talk about some channel changes, and we're also going to talk about YouTube memberships, but I think I'm going to flip that order. So thank you for waiting through my technical difficulties. I have been gone for like what, 4 uploads or so. That's not like a lot in real life, but on YouTube land, it seems like I just disappeared off the face of the planet. Well, I have continued to stay active on Instagram as much as I can, but this is episodic season for actors, for all of the actors in the building. And episodic season is essentially when a lot of the smaller roles are cast on television. So there is episodic season and there's pilot season. Pilot season, it typically happens like in the beginning of the year, and episodic season usually happens in the fall. And because I am not an A-list celebrity yet, this is probably one of my busiest times. And so in between filming videos, coming up with video ideas, editing, taking photos, posting content on social media, as well as here on YouTube, I have been going through like scripts, like learning lines and working on characters and auditioning, just auditioning. And most of the auditions have been from home. I have like a little area over here. Let me show you guys. I love showing you guys the behind the scenes. Oh, wait, hold on. I can't because I'm not on my computer. I'm on a camera. So let me show you. Can I do this in a way that actually like won't mess everything up? So I have a wall that during this season, I keep that wall up as much as I possibly can. It's normally a white wall for me to do like, you know, my YouTube tutorials and stuff. But as you guys can see, she's protective styling right now. Just to keep a consistent look for acting. So low key, you guys, I have literally lost jobs because my hair changed. Even in the audition stage. So recently I went on a commercial audition. Well, recently, like over the summer, I went on a commercial audition and I had my hair in a twist out. Wow. I had my hair in a twist out and it was kind of like a fluffy twist out, something I had did quickly. And I randomly had this audition that was kind of last minute. So I go and, you know, No, what did I do? No, it was a self tape first. So I did a self tape audition, meaning that I set my camera up and I like filmed myself doing my thing, followed the instructions, the lines, read the lines, all that stuff, right? Sent it in. They called me back. They're like, "Oh, you're great." They called me back, but it was in the office back, right? And so I had to physically go there. But over the weekend, I washed my hair. And then I did a twist out again, but it was a much more defined twist out. That was the outcome, you know. And I didn't think that it would be a problem because I'm like, okay, it's still a twist out though. No, honey. One of the first things that they said to me was like, "Oh, your hair changed." So when it comes to auditions, I think the audition went fine, you know what I mean? But I do think that, especially for commercials, 50% of why they cast you is definitely based off of your look. You know, the scripts themselves are pretty easy. And if you have the essence of the character and you can kind of pull off whatever technicality they want you to do in the commercial, like, for example, you know, speaking while you're folding laundry and like being able to remember your lines and still be like personable and deliver it in the way that they want you to deliver and all that stuff. If you can do that, then you know, the other 50% literally is like, does this person look like a lumberjacker? Does this look like a mom? Does this look like someone who works at a factory? And so as a black woman who changes her hair very often, this is quite the pain point. And it's even a much bigger pain point for me because I am literally a natural hair content creator. And shout out to y'all thumbsing up this live. If you are in here and you have not thumbs me up yet, go ahead and thumbs up. I didn't realize that I could see that. Like 4 of you guys have thumbs up this video. So please go ahead and thumbs up. Thumbs up still matter, you guys. Like it still signals to YouTube like, hey, this is a good video. You should watch this. So anytime you thumbs up, it helps, even in the live streams, because I will be posting this afterward. Anyway, because I've been losing my train of thought. Back to the auditioning stages. I encourage you to create your own table while you audition. I will support your skits. Issa Rae did it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You know what? This has been brought to me that, like, a lot of times, like more often than you can imagine. That is one of the main things that people say to me, like, why don't you create your own work? You have to have a passion to do all the jobs. In the beginning, especially me being like away from Los Angeles right now. Well, I'm close enough to Chicago. So like there's a community here where I'm at right now, of course. But generally speaking, like you have to be willing to write your own stuff. Like get equipment if you can. Like there's a huge financial undertaking to creating your own work, even if it's just like skits. But here's another thing that you guys probably don't know. So I have a friend who used to be in casting. She was a casting director's assistant. A casting director is someone who literally hires you for the job. So there's so much to teach you guys. This is what memberships is for. But like basically, the way that it goes is someone will be like, okay, we need a mom that kind of is like this, mom between the ages of 20 and 30, African American, whatever other attributes. They give this to the casting director, and it is the casting director's job to find that person. And that's where the talent comes in. I feel like I lost my train of thought. Hi, Lashana. No, LaChanel. Excuse me. I try. Bill, it takes a lot of teamwork. It takes a lot of money, and even creating like independent stuff, like it's a whole thing. But the point I was making, I just remembered now. I have a friend that works in casting, and there was someone who I'm very familiar with his work. He does a lot of like comedy skits and stuff on Instagram and probably TikTok as well. And he's pretty well known, Black comedian. He's in like there's a group of Black comedians that sort of like work together, and I'm friends with some of them, especially when I was in LA. Like we used to hang out all the time. He goes into this dramatic casting, right? It was like basically a role for someone who, or a role in a drama, let's say that. And he kills it. He kills it. And so the casting director, as well as my friend, is like rooting for him and like going to bat, like, yo, he needs to get this part. He killed it. The producers didn't want him. The director didn't want him because they literally like, oh, he's the person that does those skits, those funny skits. No, 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 we don't want him. And it did not matter what he did in the room, you guys. That is not everything. And I'm not even, I don't even know if what I probably shouldn't even share that. But what I'm saying is that like it's frustrating. It's very frustrating. And the level that I want to be taken as an actress, like I would want to create things that don't feel like skits. You know what I mean? I want to create like high level things. And in order for me to do that and be taken honestly very seriously, you know, I have a master's in acting. Like this is something that I've spent like my entire life perfecting. I've been trying to perfect this craft for a very, very long time. And sometimes when you're creating this short form content for laughs or whatever, it can hurt your career in some instances. I'm not saying that this is true for everyone, but Issa did it the way that she did it. And like, I'm so proud of her. And she was able to like garner like this collaborative team that was willing to work for her or with her for free, you guys. I'm very familiar with her story. I actually was following Awkward Black Girl before she popped off. I think at the time she had like 1,000 subscribers or something when I started watching her series. And, you know, the level of writing, and she really did her thing. And then, you know, I met her when she was shopping things around to different networks. Like I met her in person. We were at an event together where we were kind of celebrating different web series that were happening. And she is who she is, her character. It was such a treat. And I was a fan of her then. And you know what? I would have, in my opinion, or like, I just want to do it high level. I don't just want to be like taking my phone doing skits and stuff. That's just the end of the story. But also you have to have a passion to do those things. You got to have a passion. I have to have a passion for writing. I have to have a passion for like learning cinematography and all those things. And in essence, I do have a passion for some of those things like individually, but I'd rather hire someone who that's their thing. Like I want a writer. I want a DP, like a director of photography. I want a director. Like I want someone who is passionate in all of those things. I don't necessarily want to be doing them all. And so that's why I haven't. So that, I mean, I probably should have just led with that instead of giving you guys this long ass story time, but basically a long way of saying no because I'm a perfectionist. It's so bad. It's so bad. Ciao. But I don't think that it's not in the cards for me, like ever. I just think at this moment, I just want to be an actor and a content creator, and like I want to learn how to make things, and I don't want to spend a lot of money on something that may not go anywhere. Like I'd rather, I don't know. I just want to be an actor, y'all. This is very interesting. Thank you, Lene. Hey, Makesha. Did I say hi to everyone? Hey, Candace. Who knew? You exude high level. Your presence raises the price on everything in every room. Can I? This is the real life version of the hand clap emoji right there. Courtney says, thank you so much for the explanation. You're very welcome. I kind of feel a little bit bad about the explanation, but I didn't put the actor on blast or anything. not all. And I also don't want to paint the picture that happens to everyone, but the level of like gatekeeping in the entertainment industry is honestly so frustrating. You could not get a part because you look like somebody's ex, y'all. Like, she killed it, but she looks like my ex, and I hate my ex. Like, that's how fickle this industry can be. You can blow up because you know your cousin's doing it, and you know, or your cousin's directing a thing, they need somebody for this part real quick, you come in, you kill it, and all of a sudden that particular project just goes to the moon or gets picked up by Netflix or Hulu or HBO, Paramount, Universal's. Like it can happen in so many different ways. And so if that's your path and the path that you want to take, like, I never want to say anything that would discourage anyone else from doing it. But I just know me and me personally, if I do something, I want to do it like to the highest level that I possibly can do it. And I literally do not think that I have the space and energy to do it at that level without literally quitting YouTube. So, and I don't want to quit YouTube. So thank you so much. Who knew? I don't know your real name, but thank you so much for that comment. It's so beautiful. Courtney says, I'm an opera singer, actress myself, and it really helps to know the inside of the theater industry. Yeah, so theater was my first love, my first passion. I'm specifically talking about like TV film, but the same thing can happen in theater, right? And theater auditions are completely different from film and television, you guys. While we're on this topic, let me slide into YouTube memberships and like what this is about. I think it's called like channel memberships or something. I'm calling it the Coily Crew. I've made a video on this, but it didn't get a lot of views. It really just like fell out of everyone's algorithm because it's not a topic I talk about. So there were like no keywords or anything like that in there. Yeah, girls. Sometimes you don't get the part because they literally don't like the way you look. It's crazy, y'all. It's crazy up in here. And they literally will not even pass your audition along. That's the thing. Like that, there's so many levels. Like, you don't just do an audition and everyone gets to see it. It's like, no, it goes through checkpoints, right? The casting assistant probably sees it, and then if it's good, they'll give it to the casting director, you know, because everyone's trying to do the least amount of work as possible so that they don't get crowded up. Everyone has their job that they're doing, so they're like, don't bring me the BS. So sometimes they'll have their casting associate go through all of the tapes, and then you know, the really good ones gets passed on to the casting director, and then the casting director will pass this on to maybe the director or the producers. Like, so there's many checkpoints, and everyone doesn't do it that way. There are many casting directors as well that are just like so involved in the process and will really like fight for people. And that was the kind of like casting director house that my friend was a part of. Like, they were fighting for actors, and we love those casting directors. We love them. But you know what? Let's not talk anymore about that. So if you wonder, like, Toya, why are you not like an A-list celebrity by now? Like, because y'all, I don't control it. I show up, I do the work that I can do, and then I have to move on, because that is literally why this one of many reasons why this is such a difficult career to have. And like I said, with the whole hair thing and being Black, and you know, your hair doesn't unfortunately have to stay consistent, not just for like your auditions, but when you're on set. So imagine having a twist out with a low hold that in the beginning of the day looks a certain way, and by the end it's a completely different hairstyle. This is why so many actors will like wear weaves and wigs and stuff, because the shots need to also be consistent. Shots meaning like how do I explain this? Like, you know, when I'm shooting something, you guys are seeing this, it's like a frame, it's a shot, it's the shot, like, oh, this is going to be the shot of the kitchen. This is the kitchen scene, you know what I mean? Like, everything has to be consistent. I can't be like walking from the kitchen into the living room in what the audience perspective is like a half a second, and my hair is completely different. Like, it can't, we've seen the movies. I'm not calling anybody out, but we've seen the inconsistency in the hairstyles for some of these movies and TV shows. And I'm sorry, Black Twitter, Black YouTube, and like Black social media will call it out. You know what I'm saying? So that is one of the reasons why it has been very helpful to have your hair in a very specific hairstyle for that continuity, essentially. So channel membership. So the Coily Crew, what is this about? I'm going to go through all of the perks so that you guys know exactly like what it is and what it's not. And, you guys can decide for yourself if you want to sign up. So one of the main things about YouTube channel memberships, or the Coily Crew, I'm just going to call it the Coily Crew. So the Coily Crew was created for the person who wants more behind the scenes, right? You want to know more about the business of being a YouTuber, a content creator, an influencer. You want to know more about the business of acting. You maybe are an entrepreneur and you kind of want to learn a little bit more of the things that are in that realm, right? Or you are really into personal development and you want to know maybe some of the things that some of the knowledge that I've acquired to get to where I am today, the books, the classes. You guys, I take at least 2 classes a year, one in business, one for acting. So I'm constantly, even though I have my master's degree, I'm constantly learning. And that is outside of just the random research that I do on a day-to-day basis. I'm kind of a bookworm. I'm a bit of a nerd, and I have a lot to share that I can't share on YouTube because it's too separate from what I do on YouTube for free. What I do on YouTube for free is I'm sharing like, hair tips and fashion and sometimes beauty tips and things like that. That's the product. Like, that is the product of all of the stuff that I do behind the scenes to make that happen. So the Coily Crew is about the process to getting to what you see for free on YouTube. I also didn't want to take away from any of the content that I've created on YouTube, because I've created something that I think has had a positive impact, and I don't want people to pay for it at this point. Like, I still want to show like my hairstyles and hair care and my fashion looks and makeup and beauty and all that stuff, my vlogs. I still want to be able to show that and share that for free, because I believe representation matters, and not everyone can afford to pay for that representation. I don't know, maybe this is why I am not a billionaire yet or something. I'm just not willing to trade my impact in that space for some coins. So I really just wanted to create a space for people who are interested in those kinds of things. And also, it's fresh and it's new for me to talk about because I have literally years of experience and things. And also, I don't talk about acting on my channel in this level, right? I let you guys know when I'm on TV or when I'm in a new commercial or if I'm doing a play or something like that. I let you guys know. It's more of like an announcement. And sometimes I'll show you guys vlogs and behind the scenes of like, being on set or getting my hair and makeup done, or me like learning and rehearsing lines and sort of the brainstorming that I do to create a character or breaking down the scene. Like, I will share those things in the moment as they're happening and share them in like a nice packaged way. But you guys like may have questions like, how do I find auditions? How to audition? How should I be walking into the room? What do you do for self tapes? Or like, as a content creator, how do I get free products? How do I work with brands? What's a media kit? For personal development, what books am I reading now? What books on money do I recommend? How do I budget? So there are like a multitude of things that I would love to share, but it just doesn't fit within what I do. So I wanted to create a space where we could hang out, we could chat. It will be a back and forth conversation, but I'm able to help you create the life that you want and make money doing it. So that is why it is right now. I didn't want to say what the price was in the initial video that I made on YouTube. You can also go back and watch that video. But it is $5.99 a month, $5.99, a venti Starbucks fancy drink. So what are you gonna get? Let's go. Do I have any a book club? If you want to create a book club, girl, like if you want me to talk about the books that I'm reading and like everyone read along and then like dissect it and share what we've learned about it, if that's what you want the space to be, you know, or a section of the space, maybe like every other month we share our books or something. It can be whatever you guys collectively want it to be in those realm of things that I'm talking about. So yeah. Let me read. Courtney J, thanks for addressing this. It's so interesting to talk about our hair chronicles, and your transparency is much appreciated. Yes, Courtney, I feel as though we have very similar experiences. Yes, and let's just not even talk about like the people, like when you get to set, they don't know what to do with your hair and they're just like, it's fine. Let's not even talk about that. But that's also something that I'll be willing to talk about in the memberships. Like it's not going to be about like hair tips and stuff, but it's going to be like navigating this business like with natural hair as a Black woman. It's a lot. It really is a lot. And there's a lot that needs to be addressed in that space. And I would love to as well in the future, maybe even be able to like interview some people and bring that like into the membership space, or even some maybe on YouTube. So it really just depends. Yes, we're gonna be sharing the tea. It's a lot. It's child, it's a lot. And hopefully very interesting, but informative, and you know, will help you like navigate any of these spaces in you know a better way, really. We in this together, y'all. We definitely are in this together. Now, let me see if I can pull up my perks so that I can really just give you guys the tea on like what each perk means, because I can only do so much in like 5 minutes, right? All right. Let's see. So you get 2 live streams a month. And of course, I want those live streams to be high quality. Let me know, is there a little bit of a lag? Because I'm seeing it on my display, but I'm not sure if yeah, I don't know. But I want it to be high quality. Like I don't want it to be like super grainy or anything. And y'all, I will do my best to always bring you guys as much quality as possible. But every once in a while, there are technical difficulties, I will say. But the live streams, some of them are going to be super laid back. Like I'm going to bring some wine. We're going to chit chat. We're going to have like an honest and open conversation about anything in that realm of those topics that we're talking about, and I'll be able to answer your questions. You know, if you are an entrepreneur and you have a product and you're wanting to know like, how do I effectively work with content creators? Like I'm having a hard time connecting with them, or like, what should I be asking? What should I be expecting to pay for? Or you are an influencer or a content creator and you're like, I don't know how much I should be charging, or, you know, like this brand wants me to do X, Y, and Z. Like, should I let them use my content? Like, there's questions like that I feel like a lot of people have, you know, and they just want some advice. So I can give you guys advice based on my experience, but the live streams are just that, live. They're going to be happening twice a month. So probably the schedule will be every other week, unless I have to switch a day or so, or a week or so, because I have like something with acting coming up. But, you know, I think I really can, I can do this. It's going to be 2 live streams, and they're going to be about an hour long. So say, for example, it's like supposed to be every other week, right? Bi-weekly. But I have something coming up. Then maybe the next one will be the next week. No matter what, we're fitting these 2 live streams in, and that information will be on the community tab. I don't want to have set days for the live stream. I want you guys to tell me what's working for you as we go along. Let's see. What else? Oh, and I do want them to be like on the weekends or in the evening, because I know people like have jobs, and I don't want you to be consistently missing the live streams because you're not there. Like, you guys are paying for this, so I want you to be able to be there and have that back and forth. Let me see if there's any. Oh, just a little bit of a lag. Okay, thank you, Shonda, for that. Hopefully the quality is making up for the little bit of lag, but we gonna keep pushing. We gonna keep going, girl. I think most of you guys are females. At this point, I call everybody, girl. Yeah, girl. I'll be like, it's so bad. Let's see. So membership only, community tab posts. So you guys know when you're on my channel in the like YouTube space and you go to the community tab and you can see like I'll post a photo or I'll post a poll or something. Hi, Melanie. Hey, Mara. That is where the membership content is going to be. So you're going to see the replays of the live stream. You're going to see like if I have like any exclusive content that I want to put out there. So every once in a while, when I film a video, I have like extra content and it's just too long, but it's good. But I just don't want to put in the video because it's like this video is literally already like 30 minutes. I can't like it's cute, but it's not necessarily like that relevant. So I'll cut a lot of stuff out. I'm going to try my best to bring some of that content to the membership space. The Coily Crew will get like a little bit extra because they're there, they're paying for it and they deserve it. So it's not going to be all the time, but when I do have it, you gonna get it. Y'all gonna get it, and I'm excited about that. Let's see what else. Here we go. So all of the past Patreon videos and live stream. So if you've been following me for a while, you probably have seen on some of my videos, I'm saying like, oh, like follow me on Patreon or join Patreon, blah, blah, blah. I actually shut that down at the beginning of the year because I wanted the space to be something different. And I finally figured out what I wanted it to be. So I shut it down. But all of those like relevant to those topics, the videos are already over there. So there's about 12 videos right now, everything from like interviews with like your favorite natural hair influencers. There's two hairstylist interviews are up over there. There's like very detailed, like step-by-step how to budget, how to pay off debt videos. Like there's a couple of really good, juicy, like actionable sort of content there. So there's 12 videos and I'm very, very happy that you guys will have access to that. We're all about elevating you guys. I know I'll be talking about hair and stuff like that, but this whole journey has been a self-development journey. Accepting my hair, learning how to dress my body, like all of this stuff is self-care, and it may come packaged in something that looks like a tutorial, but my biggest goal was always empowering you guys to be yourself and the best version of you. So it may look like a hair tutorial, but that's not what I'm really doing. And so this is just a more direct way of helping you get there. Let's see. What else? Priority reply to comments. Now, this is a cool one. So when you guys comment on YouTube, sometimes it's just like a lot and I can't get to every single person. But what YouTube has done on their side, on my side of things, is now when I go to my memberships portion, anyone who is a Coily Crew member and has left a comment, there's like a whole section of only your comments. So I can actually see them a lot easier than just being on a general video and, commenting to everybody. There's literally a section. So I've already, Vicky, and you probably have seen this, like I've already like started commenting stuff to comments from Vicky from like a year ago. Like those are showing up. Every comment that she's ever left on my channel is like showing up right now. It's the coolest thing to see. So that's how I'm able to keep track of that. If you were ever wondering, it's very, very cool. And yes, I will be answering those comments first. Like the first video, every time I post a video for the first hour, I will like go through and like comment to everyone as much as I can. But then it's like, I got to get like working on the next thing, whether it's for social media or YouTube. So sometimes I'll miss comments, but it's really cool to have a dedicated session for the people in the Coily Crew. And so y'all will get priority every time. So excited about that. And let's see. What else? Oh, there's a loyalty badge next to your name. So if you guys go inside the comments, Vicky's laughing. She's like, I got my replies. You're probably like, for real, it's been a year. Why are you commenting on this? That's why. As soon as you became a Coily Crew member, I was able to see all of your comments, girl. Like, it's insane. Hi, Jenny. Let me see. Any questions? Any questions? No. So, oh yeah, if you look at the comments, you'll see that Vicky's name has like a little star next to it, and each star level has a different color. So like she's a new member, so her star is going to be a certain color, and then as the months and time goes on, her badge essentially will change. And so it's very, very cool. How do you manage your acting job and YouTube? That's a great question. I'm going to answer that. Let me just get through all of the perks, and I'll get right back to you, Melanie. Let's see. Loyalty badge. Oh yeah, an exclusive discount on anything in my store. So if you are in the Coily Crew, I'm going to be creating a discount code. It's already created, but I have a discount code for you guys. It's going to be a higher discount than anyone else can get. So I am very, very excited about that. You know, creating something that you guys can actually buy and, you know, have a piece of. It has just been like a dream come true for me in general. Stuff like this t-shirt, y'all. But because, I don't know, the way I figure it is like, you're paying to be in this membership, like you should get a discount. I don't know. Maybe it's bad business practice. I don't care. I want you guys to have a discount that's bigger than everybody else. And so you're going to get it. Okay. So let's see. Melanie, how do you manage your acting job and YouTube? I am a pretty organized person. I use like digital calendar. So, you know, the regular calendars you get on your phone, depending on what kind of, like if you have a Droid or an iOS device. That I also have a program called Notion. So it helps me keep track digitally of like video ideas and like where my video is at and like the editing process and things like that. It's a really cool organizational tool, and notes and things like that. I write notes. And I sometimes will batch create. So meaning I will create a lot of content all at once and then just edit it over time, because I know that my acting schedule is very inconsistent. YouTube is kind of like my 9 to 5 now. It is my 9 to 5 now. So I can work on that every day and all hours of the day. But when a role comes up or an audition comes up, I kind of have to like drop everything that I'm doing and immediately start working on, you know, building my character and figuring out what's happening in the scene, and you figuring out what I'm going to wear for the audition, and making sure that I can give them as good of a performance in the time that I am allotted. And sometimes that turnaround time is 24 hours and sometimes it's 3 days. So I have to kind of create content ahead of time so that I can allot for those times where I'm just totally gonna be swamped. And sometimes, you know, YouTube don't make it. Like sometimes like, okay, so here's the thing. I have content that has been waiting to be posted for a while. So I actually have like a batch of content. I just did not want to, like, this particular like couple weeks, I did not want to post anything on YouTube. I literally needed to take a break so that I could focus on my auditions. I'm also focusing on social media right now. And it had been such a while since I took like a nice break. So, but I have been strategizing. So we are going to be talking about, like some changes that are happening to the YouTube channel very lightly. Melanie, did I answer your question? I hope I did. Ingrid says, a beautiful soul for a mom, so pretty, and a businesswoman. Oh, that's really sweet. Thank you, Ingrid. Let's see. I'm going to see Courtney J say, hey, she going to join the Coily Crew. Whoop, whoop. I'm really excited. Oh, our first live stream is going to be this Saturday, by the way. Yeah, forgot to say that. October 1st, I think I set it for 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. And I believe it's on a Saturday. So if y'all want to join, go ahead and join. Thank you, Melanie, for that confirmation that I did answer your question. I appreciate that. Channel changes. I'm only going to talk about this lightly because, like, aren't we all like annoyed with people making a whole video and being like, you guys, I've changed. I have done it. I've done it. I know. I get it. Because we be going through it sometimes as content creators, you guys. These platforms in general change weekly. TikTok wants this. So first it's short form video, then now it's long form video. And then Instagram is like, we're taking IGTV away and we're only doing reels, but now the reels can be 90 seconds instead of 60 seconds. And then YouTube is like, shorts. We want to create short form content too. And it is my job to literally keep up with it all. And so I do. So it is a lot. But I also weirdly enjoy it. It's very strange, but we're just going to talk about some very lightly, some channel changes. Your girl has been paying attention to the numbers and the polls and what you guys like. I have literally I tried something new this year. I tried to integrate like fashion and a little bit of beauty and vlogs and stuff on this channel. And some of it was successful. Like I think the weekly hair vlogs they're successful. I think you guys really like those. So I think I want to keep doing those here. But like regular vlogs and the fashion content, just not hitting as strong. And it's honestly affecting like my channel as a whole. It really is. I know you guys love the hair content, but it's literally coming to a point where because the engagement is so low on the other videos, YouTube is like, oh, nobody likes this channel anymore. And so it's actually affecting the views on my hair content as well. And so I've just like fallen out of the algorithm in a lot of ways because of that. And so it's so crazy to me because people like in the past, especially, and even me, I used to be like, oh, people don't want to watch my stuff anymore. Like, what am I doing wrong? No, it's not always the people. And I think that sometimes the audience just gets a bad rap. You have to think like the algorithm is literally created by people's behavior. Meaning, if I love cats, and all I watch is cats, and I'm subscribed to someone who does cats and dog videos, when they post a dog video, I very likely will not see that dog video because it's not in my personal algorithm of what I like to watch. So sometimes people are literally seeing it. Like YouTube will kind of serve a video up within the first like day or so, few hours. They'll serve a video up. They might show like a few people that this video, like maybe it might not always be your cup of tea, but if you skip over that video, it signals to YouTube like, oh, this video is probably not good. It has, people are not clicking on it to watch it. And so YouTube then will literally push that video down and start serving you up content that actually, you like and you love. That is how the algorithm works. And so I think sometimes people get mad at their subscribers and they're like, oh, you guys said you would watch anything that I would post, but you're not watching everything that I would post. Shout out to those of you who are thumbsing up this video. And you get mad at your audience. And it's like, it's not your audience's fault. The algorithm is following their interests and you're posting things that they're not interested in. So basically my channel has been struggling. I have 105,000 subscribers on YouTube. And like, the percentage of views that I'm getting is like 10% or so. Like, it's not even like strong, you know what I mean? And I know I'm creating good stuff. Okay. I know it's good. It just may not be for this channel. That is a long-winded way of saying that y'all don't even worry about it. Y'all gonna see like a lot more hair content on this channel. And you will not be seeing like fashion and vlogs on this channel anymore that are not related to hair. It's just going to be hair. And I ain't changing my mind again. I would rather start a whole new channel that is strong with people who are interested in my other passions and likes than like be struggling with a channel full of people who love a very specific thing that I do. And I love it too. So I'm not going to stop doing it. It's just gonna, we shifting it around, which means, aw, Margam, thank you. Hugs from America. I love when you guys are everywhere. It's so beautiful to see. So yeah, like y'all gonna see hair content, but it's gonna look a little bit different, right? I'm in twist. I need to be protective styling for like certain. Well, I've chose to do that because it's just easier for me, right? Nobody needs to do anything. This is the life that I've chosen for myself. Okay. So actually, I'm going to be doing a lot more like commentary. Yes, we're going to be talking about topics around natural hair care. I'm going to be also referencing like some of my like older content and like making comparisons. So like it's going to be cool. It's going to be really cool. It's still going to be hair content. And honestly, I feel like people are really into commentary these days. And I got a lot of gripes. I got a lot of gripes, not just with just acting and natural hair care. No, like I got a lot of gripes with things that are happening in the natural hair community from, people that are like, there's been an uptick of people like relaxing their hair. And I have my take on why that's happening. That video's coming. I have at least like 3 videos filmed that are like more commentary style, and I'm just building content up from there. So I'm actually really excited about it, and I think that you guys are gonna like that as well. But also, we will still be mixing the hair content in there, like the hair care content, the routines, things that I normally do. So I think it's gonna be really, really cool. Margam said she will support me and whatever you do. Thank you. So where is the fashion content going? It's going back to House of Searles, HAUS of Searles. That's all I'm going to even say about that. Like anything else is going back to House of Searles, and I'm like revamping that right now. Another thing that's happening on this channel is shorts. I'm going to be adding some short form content because YouTube is loving it, and it's a great way for me to attract new viewers. So shorts are basically 60-second long videos that hopefully you believe will be valuable in some way, whether it's entertainment, whether it is like giving quick tips, thoughts. You guys have seen the shorts in your feed from my channel if you are a person who shorts is like a part of their algorithm, but I do believe that YouTube is pushing shorts. So you will be seeing some short form content that will also, some of it will be linking to like larger YouTube videos. So I may create like a truncated version of like a hairstyle, and then you'll be able to watch the longer version if you look in the description box. So that's the way that I'm choosing to do it. Everyone has their own thing. And then there'll just be some standalone original content like I did when I talked about shrinkage. It said like shrinkage is not evil. And I was just basically talking about why and my thoughts behind it. So that's essentially what you'll start seeing. So in addition to the long form content, you'll be seeing some short form content because that is what YouTube likes right now, and I'm already doing it on my other platforms. So some of it will be coming over, not all of it, because I'm not trying to like have a shorts channel. Some content creators literally have a full channel full of just YouTube shorts. And for people who only like short form content, but they like to watch it from YouTube, I think that is amazing. And YouTube is working on, they're working on how to make it work for the creators better. My fear or my discomfort around like shorts in general is that like you guys may not like love the short form content as much as you like the long form content. And in this past year, a lot of creators have they've complained about it because they're like, yo, like my long form content views sucks right now because either I'm attracting people who only like short form content, or like my watch, like it has to do with watch time, and there's a lot of stuff behind the scenes that we talk about that on the Coily Crew, but like it's affecting the performance of my longer form videos because some of my subscribers who don't like long form videos or who don't like, excuse me, short form videos are like not even interested in anything because they're like, oh, it's probably just another short video. And so some of their long form content is suffering. So I'm hoping that YouTube will fix that. But my plan around this is to not overwhelm you guys with so much short form content that it's like hard to find my long form content. So I'll probably be adding some shorts here and there, like throughout the week on the days where I don't upload. But if you ever want to know if I upload it, come back on a Monday or Thursday. Another thing that may change with this like new volume of content that I'm going to be creating, because essentially I'm creating content for 2 channels right now, is that there may be some weeks where instead of having 2 videos on a Monday and a Thursday, it might be a Monday or a Thursday, mainly because of acting and just keeping up with 2 channels. Like it's just a lot, but I want to make sure that I at least consistently can give you 1 video a week. And in the past, that 1 video a week day has definitely been Thursday. So, I mean, we'll see. We'll see how things happen, but I at least want to do at least 1 a week. But I will try to keep up with the 2 a week consistency as long as I possibly can. But I at least got to give y'all at least 1 a week. You know what I'm saying? Like at least 1 a week, right? Let's see. Just Joya, I agree. Oh, what did she say? I agree. I haven't seen your videos recommended or show up on my homepage in a while. Yeah, it's not your fault. It's the algorithm. It's, you know, like if you're into only hair care videos and I post something about cooking or something, like it's just not even going to show up. Or at this point, it's like, you know, you haven't clicked on my channel in a long time. And so YouTube might think like, oh, you're not interested in this channel anymore. Let me serve up some other content that they're actually watching. So that is like how the algorithm works. It's not your fault necessarily. That's why I try to make it known that check back on a Monday or a Thursday. By at least the evening, I should have a new video up. I try to post my videos around 10:30 Central Standard Time, or at least by noon or 1 p.m. Ooh, my battery. Hold on. Ooh. I don't want my computer to die. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let's plug you in. Hi, when we are back in business. We're back in business. Linda says she can't type. What you saying, Linda? Linda's saying, just glad to hear you're auditioning a lot. Thank you so much. I'm happy to be auditioning a lot. And I always love that you guys support me. When I say, hey, I'm gonna be on TV, y'all, or if I say, hey, I'm working on like a really hard audition. This last audition I had, it kicked my ass. It was a lot. It was for like a lead in a TV series. I don't know. I haven't heard back yet. The way that acting is like you can pour your heart and soul out into like an audition, and if you don't hear back, it's because they weren't interested. You weren't good for the part. They already filled the position, whatever. They already booked the role. Let's see. Or cast the role, should I say. Let's see. I'll be looking forward to your new content. Much love and support to you. Oh, thank you so much, Courtney. It's so sweet. Hey, Vicky. Why are you saying that you can't type today, Linda? Did you type something that was weird? I didn't even see you type anything out of pocket or anything. I'm just saying. I see the emojis though. So I'm trying to give you guys a little bit more of a look into what happens behind the scenes as a content creator and all of the different, not only hats that we have to wear, but just all of the new information that we are constantly taking on and having to readjust. It's not as simple as just like turning on your camera and talking about something you're interested in. There are a lot of different things that you have to think about, not only just your content, like, you know, are you engaging? Does the content bring value or entertainment? Like all of those things. Is the editing good? Are you like getting to the point fast enough? Like those are like the content creation side of things. Then there's like the technical, like can people see you? Can people hear you? Is your coloring right? Is, you know, all of that, right? Then there's like working with brands and like, you know, like getting paid to do what you love. That is a whole other sector. And like there are jobs for all of these things, by the way. Like people literally are hired only to handle lighting, only to make sure that everything is like being filmed and that the story is getting taken care of, only to be the talent. So when you're a content creator, you're literally everything. And as an actor, I it makes me appreciate content creators even more, because when I am, y'all, being an actor for me is a vacation at this point. Because when I walk on set, all I got to do is act. I mean, acting itself is hard, but I don't have to worry about the lighting. Did I get the shot? You know, is the story being told correctly? All I have to do is make sure that I'm being true, I'm being in the moment, that I'm saying the lines correctly, that I'm connecting with my partner, that I'm hitting my marks. Like, that's what I have, and that is a vacation compared to being a content creator. So I'm actually very happy that I ended up being a content creator and an actor, because there are peaks, there are seasons where acting is really strong, and then it dips down, and then my content creation work gets really strong, and I'm getting like more brand deals, or I'm able to like kind of like more creatively put myself into my content. So like all of it, literally, when one is down, the other's up. So I'm always busy all the time, but I think it suits my personality. I've been busy since elementary, y'all. I was the kid with the big backpack with all of her books, and people are like, why she was carrying so many books? Like, that was me. It just, you know. Oh, Linda says I did my partial smiley face. Girl. Y'all are so, oh my God, I love y'all. Well, is there anything else I need to say about any of this stuff? YouTube, remember, you can go to, so if you want to join the Coily Crew, go to my YouTube channel and click the join button. It'll say like, oh, it's $5.99 a month. It will list all of the perks. I'm actually working on like a little intro video just to kind of recap some of the things I said in this video and just welcome you guys, because I just think that's nice to have there. Our first live stream is on Saturday. So if you are interested, and you can support in this way. That's another thing. Like, I didn't want to create something that was going to take away from my channel. Like, everybody is not in the same financial situation. So like, if you can't, just know that I appreciate the support that you already give me. Like, the fact that you showed up to this live stream, the fact that like you watch for a certain amount of time, you comment, you thumbs up, like that helps get my stuff out to more people. The fact that you buy from my links, you use my discount codes, the fact that you may have purchased something from my store, like all of that stuff matters. It's cumulative, it adds up. And like, I think that like being a creator, you will be a fool like not to recognize that the viewers made you. Like, you guys, like, me myself, I'm my own person, I'm gonna be good even if YouTube didn't exist. But in terms of like growing in popularity or influence on any of these platforms, like, it's because you guys are watching and supporting, and all of the little things that you do, even if it's legit, you just set my video up on your countertop while you cook your food and let all the ads run. Child, I appreciate it. Okay. It does affect me. And it helps when, when you're doing something like, paying for the Coily Crew or doing all those things that I just, mention, you're paying for like me to have a dope setup so that I can bring this content to you, all this free content I've been doing for over a decade. Like, you guys, when I have products to review or, showing the tutorial, like, this stuff costs, it costs a lot of money, you guys. Imagine. But I enjoy doing it. And the fact that you guys support me doing what I love is what fuels me. So I just want to say thank you so much. I don't want to be too rambly. If you guys have any questions, because we're already at 58 minutes, if you have any questions, go ahead and ask them now before I sign out. I am going to be posting this video. I'm going to be reposting, and I don't want it to be like super laggy and boring, because I am not editing, child. Vicky says, get to work, plug up your phone, and start a playlist. A playlist of what? Plug up your phone and start a playlist. Oh, yes, a playlist of my videos, y'all. I'm doing well, Vicky. I'm doing well. There are days where I do feel a little bit overwhelmed. I'm like, and the crazy thing is like, as a creative, you guys, like, I never run out of ideas. I have lists of ideas. That's how you know when you're like working in your passion, when you're working in your purpose. You know what I mean? Like, you don't really, I mean, there's times where I may feel like a little bit of a block, but that's usually because I'm just burnt out. generally speaking, like I have ideas for days. Like I don't really run out of ideas, and I know that I'm working my purpose. I know what God put me on this earth to do. And it's not just the vanity things that you guys see, it's what I'm doing now, it's where I'm headed. Like when I started doing YouTube, like there weren't a lot of people like walking around with their natural hair, you know. And then in the acting space, everybody was relaxing, you guys. They had, and everybody's like agent talent roster, they had maybe one natural hair girl, and they're like, oh, that's enough, we've got the curly hair girl. And usually they had curls, you know what I mean? And usually they were very light skinned or like biracial, and like not, and there's nothing wrong with someone who is like, you are who you are, be proud of who you are. But like, you know, there's just like, have you guys ever seen those runway shows where it's like back in the day used to be like, oh, we've got our one black girl, like that's it, we don't need any more. And it's not until recent that they've actually opened up the diversity and stuff. And not only with just like skin tones and, you know, with body sizes and stuff. And as someone who loves and appreciates, you know, the hair, the body I have, the skin I have, the culture I have, like I always wanted to like be me and like see people, like I wanted to be that representation on camera, on screen, on your television, in the films, in the theater. Like I wanted to be a part of that representation. And like doing, like continuing with acting and also with being an influencer, a content creator, I've been able to like do that and still like represent, whether it's like on your TV or in social media. Like I'm trying not to cry, but it's like I have a lot to be thankful for. And on top of that, you guys, I'm inspiring people to be their best selves. Like what? What? I don't want nobody to be like me. I don't want anybody to be like me. I want you to be like you. I want you to be more of you because you see me being more of me. I don't need you to be like me. We need more of you in this world. And that's how I feel. I feel like I was put on this earth to do this. And this is for real only the beginning, because best believe like I'm constantly working behind the scenes on what the next move is going to be. And, you know, some of those moves are not going to be on YouTube. You know, it's not going to be on social media. Like it's going to be like maybe me having my own product one day, or, you know, being able to do live events and like being able to speak to people more in person. Like there's a lot of things that I want to do in my life on top of being in, excuse me, on top of being inside, you know, television and films and things like that. So I feel like God has a plan for me that is all my own, and it's happening in its own time. And even when sometimes it's frustrating and I'm like, God, like when is this particular milestone going to happen? The one thing that I notice is that I don't doubt that it's going to happen though. I don't know when it's going to happen. I can get frustrated, I can cry, I can, you know, feel like God, like, you know, but I never feel like it's not going to happen because I know that I'm working my purpose. So ooh, whew. Oh my gosh. I have to look at these comments. Let's see. Linda says, right, your love of it keeps moving in it. Thank you. It's part of you and expresses who you are. Yes. Yes. Thank you so much, Vicky. She said that's what I've done for her. Like, show me that it was even possible. Like, and people have done it for me. And people have done it for me. You know what I mean? Like when I look at Viola Davis, whether she's in a wig or not, like I know like she's black, she's a blackity black, like she is not going to compromise herself and who she is for anybody. I love that. I love that for her, and I love what that representation does to our people, for our people, and not just for our people, to the other people who are not like within our culture, who are looking at that. You know what I mean? Like it's a ripple effect. It's a domino effect. You know what I mean? Like when we're thriving, everybody's thriving. Everybody's thriving. You know what I mean? Like it's just not like, I think sometimes people will like keep everything in like the black bubble, like, oh, like, you know, like this is just for our people. It is. like at the core of it, like I do this for our people. You know what I mean? Like most of the people that subscribe to me, they're Black women with my hair type. Like that is, you know, that is my target audience, right? But like the person at my job when I used to like go in and clock in, or the person like at Walmart or Target or a department store, like watching me and being like, dang, yo, her hair is tight. Like, you know what I mean? Wow. And she's kind, like, and she's all of these things, because there's so many stereotypes, and there's just a lot. There's a lot. I can't even get into it, but like us showing up authentically as ourselves, it does more than you know. That's my point. Like you being you does more than you even know. Yo, you just showing up. You don't know who's watching, and you may never know how you impacted somebody. You may never know, but just know that you are. So like try to show up as your best self, you know, try to be kind to people, even if it's just a smile, even if it's not like cutting that person off that just cut you off on the highway, you know, like we got to be happy. We got to be happy. And, you know, that's all I got to say about that. Spread your light. Shoo, we need you. With that, I'm going to sign off. It's been a little over an hour. Come join me on the Coily Crew. Our first live is this Saturday at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time, I believe. And yeah, join us. And also get your discount code, because like I think I'm going to post it in there so that you guys know what it is. I'm going to post it at after this. I love y'all. I love y'all. And I will see you guys this week with a new video, okay? Mwah.